I'm still trying to figure out and have it explained to me because I'm trying to figure out your thought process. I still don't understand how that equals to you tampering with your GPS.
I just panicked, man. I just always used to it. I just went straight for it on hey, I just hey for I don't know, I just panicked, to be honest. I just never been in trouble like this and I just didn't know what to do.
GPS monitor is supposed to answer one question. Where is the defendant when the court is watching? But in this hearing, Judge Boyd is not just looking at the violation, she is listening for the logic behind it. The defendant says he panicked. He says he did not know what to do. But once Boyd starts asking why panic turned into tampering, the whole explanation begins to narrow.
All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 005277 State versus Luis Molina Lucas. Could I have parties announced?
Rick Pena for the state of Texas.
Non Trevino for the accused.
And are you Luis Molina Lucas?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Luis Molina Lucas who is placed on deferred adjudication in 2025 CR 005277 for the offense of violation of bond or protective order, assault, stalking on May 29, 2025 for a period of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Issue under violation of condition number 19. On or about the 24th day of December 2025 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Luis Molina Lucas removed, tampered the radio frequency device, ankle bracelet without the permission of the supervision officer.
All right, to that, how do you plead? True or not true?
True, ma'am.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 19, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition 19?
It's true, ma'am.
And do you still wish to plead true to that?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 19 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor. That is to grant the state's motion, revoke the defendant's probation, sentence him to 3 years TDC.
All right, does anybody want to talk to me about the circumstances regarding this removal or tampering with GPS?
Well, Your Honor, the defendant was very scared at the time. He wasn't thinking. I'd rather let him explain it to you, but
Okay.
he was trying to get into Haven for Hope.
Ma'am, I did.
Because
I didn't feel comfortable staying there to move without any work. So as a man, it kind of hit my pride staying there for so long.
Here's the thing, I'll have you raise your right hand.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
It's Luis Molina Lucas.
All right, so you were saying that you were in fear or your pride was in the way of you going into,
No. I felt because it was prior to that we had issues. I guess they had already told me trying to leave the house because of not working. I guess.
now, were you living at that house? Is that where you lived?
Yeah, that's where I was living at.
Okay, and was she living with you at the time?
No.
Why were you there?
All because of through a mutual friend. We knew the woman, and she let me stay there for a little bit.
Okay, but you were trying to find alternative housing as well, right?
Yes, I had to talk to my probation officer as well about that, and the monitor people that I needed someone to stay. But they said till the court approved it, I couldn't really leave.
Did the person that's named in the original case that you have for not stalking out, filing a protective order, she has her own place to stay, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
And you had did you have any reason to believe that she'd be coming over to even set eyes on you?
No, not really.
Okay. So is that the only circumstance as to why you saw her?
Oh yeah, and that's when I took off.
You took off?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Oh, I went straight for Haven for Hope, but because of Christmas, I guess it was Christmas Eve. It was closed that day. They let me in the next day.
you have anything else to say?
Sir.
I'm still trying to figure out and have it explained to me because I'm trying to figure out your thought process. I still don't understand how that equals to you tampering with your GPS.
I just panicked, man. I wasn't used to it. I just went straight for it. Hey, for I don't know. I just panicked. To be honest, I just never been in trouble like this, and I just didn't know what to do. This is actually my first time getting like trouble, like serious trouble.
Yeah, because I was like, because this is not his first case. Am I right in assuming that?
I don't have this whole file with me. I can find it. If you want to.
Well, I'm just like, this isn't the only criminal case he's had.
No, but it wasn't nothing like I say, I guess like a felony case. I ain't never had a felony case.
Mhm.
You suffer from anxiety?
I've been because I had come from a rehab before I come to San Antonio, and yeah, they actually gave me pills for that.
Or anxiety?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probation, what has he done on probation? Has he done anything?
Judge, it appears that he was discharged unsatisfactory from the outpatient program. I don't see that he's completed the BIPP. He completed his TAP evaluation and his parenting classes, and for the community service hours was giving credit because the parenting classes were complete. And he's paid a total of $384 toward his fees.
All right. Court is going to find you guilty, revoke, sentence you to a $1,500 fine, time and money run concurrent. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's been no contact with the complainant. Court will request the therapeutic community. The court will sentence you to 4 years in the prison. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? All right, you have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are on deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction and an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. Do better, okay?
I will.
All right, thank you.
Ace moves from a supervision violation to something far heavier. 2 robbery cases, a deadly weapon finding, a 12-year agreement. But the sentence is not the only reason this hearing matters. Before it ends, the person harmed by the crime speaks directly into the courtroom, and what she says changes the emotional weight of everything the viewer just heard.
All right, court is calling 2025 CR 008557 and 2025 CR 011923, State versus Brian Daniel Marino. Can I have parties announced?
Michael DeLeon for Mr. Moreno.
And are you Mr. Marino? Counsel, in each cause number, have you received all discovery and did you review it with your client?
We have, Your Honor.
In each cause number, the court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. And each cause number, Mr. Marino, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, in each cause number, do you waive the reading?
We do, Your Honor.
State, in each cause number, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? Mr. Marino, in each cause number, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it? And sign it in all the appropriate places? And cause number 2025 CR 011923, you're charged with aggravated robbery. Range of punishment is anywhere from 5 to 99 years or life in prison and up to $10,000 fine. And cause number 2025 CR 008557, you're charged with robbery. That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state will call in the right to remain silent. By entering these pleas, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into plea bargain agreements in each of these cause numbers?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, in each of the cause numbers, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him? Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do.
Mr. Marino, in each of these cause numbers, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter these pleas?
No,
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
no, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering these pleas, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
In each of the cause numbers, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. In each of the cause numbers, did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Sorry, just one second. Off the record for a moment. So according to the plea bargain agreement, in each case, punishment is to be assessed at 12 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. The cases will run concurrently. State is taking into consideration 2025 CC 014848. And in the cause number ending in 23, there's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. Did you understand that to be your pleas?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
That's correct, Your Honor.
State. Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No motions, Your Honor.
Then in cause number 2025 CR 011923, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty, Your Honor.
And cause number 2025 CR 008557, how do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
State any evidence to support the defendant's guilty plea?
States more than attachments in each cause number.
No objection, Your Honor.
And state, have you spoken with the complainants?
Yes,
Is that Ms. Garza?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, in each of the cause numbers, did you review the waiver and stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
In each cause number, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, in each of the cause numbers, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
We're just asking the court to follow the plea agreement, Your Honor. Additionally, my client wanted to ask the court for a copy of the documents that he signed here before the court.
All right. And counsel, what I tell you with regards to those documents, it's the court's understanding that yes, he can have certain documents, but the addresses need to be removed. And I know these documents now technically are part of the public record, but I'm not allowed to give him documents that have the addresses on them. So if you want them, you can have a family member, or either you can do it and you can request it from the district clerk's office.
Yes.
So in the cause number ending in 57, the court will follow your agreement. Court will sentence you to 12 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. There's a $2,000 fine. Time and money will run concurrently. This will run concurrent with 2025 CR 011923. Take in consideration 2025 CC 014848. There's to be no contact with Jasmine Bersinho. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing in that case?
No, Your Honor.
And that cause number, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because it's a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Next, we're proceeding in 2025 CR 11923. Court is finding you guilty. The court is sentencing you to 12 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. There's a $2,000 fine. Time and money will run concurrently. This will run concurrent with 2025 CR 0085557. Take in consideration 2025 CC 014848. And there's to be no contact with Jasmine Persino. And that costs, and I'm sorry, and there's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. And that cause number, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, just one moment. All right, to the complainant, if you will unmute yourself, please.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So the defendant is here before us, so he'll be able to hear what you're saying. Everyone else, if you could please whisper. All right, to the complainant, you may proceed.
Brian, you have no idea what you have done. You stand before this court in handcuffs, and I should feel liberated. But I feel sad for you. You have chosen your own path, and it's nobody's fault except yours. Since April 2025, you have caused me unbelievable trauma. You have taken opportunities from me that I have worked my entire life for. That morning, I was on my way to the airport for college nationals. You took advantage of me, assaulting me and pulling me out of my own vehicle with a gun in my face, accompanied by 2 others. For that, I look at you as a selfish coward. I have since then spent my time with therapists of all kinds, trying to wrap my head around simply living. Because of what you did, I have lost my job, my opportunity for growth, along with my sense of optimism and trust. I almost lost my academic and athletic scholarships out of fearing of returning to San Antonio. My relationships had failed, and they have made me step away from things that have made me who I am today. Even simply sleeping is unbearable for me. I see the evil in your eyes in my dreams. I wake up screaming, even running out of my own bed with terror. The only reason that I am here today is not out of luck. It is because of a Savior. And Brian, I pray that you find him too. I want justice for you, but I don't want it out of revenge. You don't understand how your awful decisions have impacted my life, and I had no say in it. As a Christian, it makes me sad that this is your path. But I encourage you that your time spent, that your eyes see differently. God is not against you. He never has been, and he never will be. But he's not going to do it for you. I encourage you to man up and start doing the right thing. I don't know your life, and I don't know what led you to make these decisions. But it's not what you do when you're angry at the world. As angry as I am with you for what you have put me through in not even a year's time, I want you to know that I forgive you. It's the hardest thing that I have ever had to do, but I forgive you. It's time for you to start forgiving yourself for the mistakes that you have made. They don't define you. What defines you is how you move forward. And I hope that you hear from all of this that it's not a judgment of my weak character, because that is not what I am. I will fight for myself through Jesus, and that is more powerful than any kick or weapon. I hope you find your peace. Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
What stands out in these hearings is how quickly excuses meet consequences in Judge Boyd's courtroom. In the first case, the issue was not only the ankle monitor, it was whether panic could explain a choice that violated court supervision. In the second case, the legal paperwork ended with something much harder to ignore: the human cost of a robbery. That is the difference between a case number and a courtroom moment. One shows the charge, the other shows the damage behind it. Comment below which hearing hit harder and subscribe to Court Beacon TV for more real Judge Boyd courtroom breakdowns.